We are following a developing situation off the coast of La Jolla where reports of someone floating in the water sparked a search.
And it's pouring in parts of the county. It's sunny in others. But this is just the beginning of this cold winter storm. I am pinpointing more rain, snow, and possible thunderstorms on the way.
And talking to people getting their second COVID vaccine dose today after stormy conditions shut down some vaccination sites earlier this year. ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
This is breaking news off La Jolla, where crews are now winding down a frantic rescue operation. That's after they got a report from a couple who said they may have spotted someone floating in the water near the foot of Marine Street. A swarm of lifeguards, you can see, with the help of a low-flying helicopter, scoured that area for about an hour, but they say they found no one. Most of the crew members are now back on shore. A couple are still out on the water. We will keep you posted on any updates as we get them. Thank you for joining us, you guys. I'm Virginia Cha. All of that happening as a storm sweeps across the country. Things have let up a little bit this morning, but we expect them to pick back up. We have team coverage with crews fanned out across San Diego. Reporter Marie Cornell in the East County, where snow has fallen and more is on the way. Anchor Mary McKenzie keeping an eye on the Petco Park vaccine station to see what, if any, impact this weather will have on the vaccine rollout there. And CHP Officer Jim Betancourt tracking traffic on the wet roads. But first, we want to get to meteorologist Megan Perry, of course, who is keeping track of the large picture here. What to expect as we head through the day, Megan?
Yeah, that's right. So some areas are actually sunny right now. It's dry and sunny outside my window, but it is pouring in parts of the county, and we've been seeing snow in the mountains. So let's show you what's going on right now as I get you to pinpoint Doppler Live and the snow that we've seen over Mount Laguna, the Laguna Mountain Lodge early this morning. We're getting 2 inches of snowfall already there, but parts of Rancho San Diego and Alpine getting dumped on right now. All of that rain is going to be picking up as we head into the overnight hours. Most of the county, especially in the North County, besides Camp Pendleton, Fallbrook, Bonsall area, is actually dry. We've seen quite a bit of rain already, but a lot more is on the way. The center of the storm system really far up to the north of us, still near San Francisco. This is a very slow-moving storm system. It will be over us tomorrow, but we're going to be feeling the effects of it through Friday. As you can see in our hour-by-hour forecast, rain is going to be picking up. Rain and snow is going to be picking up overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning's commute is likely going to be another messy one. We had so many accidents this morning, and we have seen snow in the mountains. Here's that live shot again from the Laguna Mountain Lodge. And of course, we find our reporter, ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell, out in the mountains on Sunrise Highway, where we saw some snow earlier. What's it looking like now?
Well, Megan, first I have to tell you it is still pretty chilly out here. At last check, it was about 37 degrees. And you were asking about that snow. Looking around, this is all that's really left of it. But I can tell you in terms of conditions, we've seen just about everything since we've been out here. We had a little bit of rain, we had some snow, and even now some hail that's coming down. Visibility-wise, it's still pretty cloudy, but definitely different from earlier this morning. I'm going to swing around over here now to show you the flashing lights right near the chains required sign. We did check in with CHP, and chains are required if you are heading to the mountains. This area that we're at is usually the spot where people put their chains on. We have seen some cars drive by. They kind of look at the sign and then they drive off. Again, remember, you do need those chains, and you can get a ticket if you don't have those chains. As you heard Megan say, we are expecting more snow overnight into tomorrow. So right now, the road conditions, they are slick and they are wet. So if you are heading to the mountains, be careful of that and keep that in mind. We are live from Sunrise Highway. Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Marie. And the conditions across the county today prompting some schools to close. Now, these school districts opting to play it safe, keeping students home today. Most are doing distance learning instead. Julian Union High School District announcing a snow day. Right now, we're getting our first look at some of the damage. The storm that is hitting San Diego is also unleashing on Orange County. Take a look at this mess in Silverado Canyon, where the rain triggered a mudslide in the burn scar area left by the Silverado fire in November. You can see from the air cars buried in the muck there, front yards covered in debris. So far, no evacuations, no reports of injuries, but people there are bracing for more trouble as the rain continues over the next couple of days. Back here in San Diego, a look at the weather this morning along the coast. Rain coming down early this morning, wind causing some choppy surf. In Ocean Beach, the pier is still closed after the storm we saw in January when waves battered and damaged the pier. Waves not quite as high this morning, but local officials reminding everyone to avoid the water for the next few days. As you know, runoff from storms like this can wash bacteria into the ocean. Now, the last time we saw rain in San Diego, we saw major traffic backups downtown as people tried to get to their COVID vaccine appointments at the tailgate lot. Many people waiting in line were unaware the superstation had closed temporarily because of the threat of lightning. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKenzie has the latest from Petco Park, where the rain has at least let up from time to time.
Long lines, the continuing story today at Petco Park's vaccination super site, even as the clouds and rain offered their own reprieve.
I don't like waiting in line too much.
Showing up early may have helped. UCSD Health opening the site, rain or shine, for people trying to get their second dose. Finding a second appointment at the Petco Vaccine Superstation has been anything but easy for many San Diegans.
They postponed it 3 times so far.
The Petco Park site has had to close multiple times because of vaccine shipment delays. And there have been pauses due to weather, such as last week's storm when nearby lightning closed the site for a few hours. And in January, strong winds from another storm forced the closure of the site for a day. Quite a bit of rain fell early this morning, largely clearing out in time for the site to open. But there's more on the way, with the potential for thunderstorms, which could move more people back in line again. William Healy still feeling grateful to get his second shot, and to the Padres for offering the site so he and others could get vaccinated.
I think that they've helped a lot of people, and we'll be rooting for them this year.
Petco has to be turned back over to the Padres by April 1st, which is opening day. The county hasn't yet named a replacement site to take its place. Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.
We are going to continue to track the conditions across the county. We'll bring you updates throughout this show. If you'd like real-time forecasts in your area, you can download our ABC 10 News smartphone app. And it's not just weather that can put a damper on the county's vaccine rollout. Supply not meeting demand can do that too. The vaccine superstation at Del Mar Fairgrounds closing again this weekend. Scripps Health says the site needs to close Friday through Sunday because it didn't receive enough doses this week. People with appointments on one of those days will be rescheduled for either tomorrow or early next week through the My Turn system online. Right now, lawmakers in session in Washington are expected to pass the $1.9 trillion pandemic relief bill. The House is voting on a revised version from the Senate that they are looking to have the president sign before unemployment benefits end this weekend. In addition to that, this bill includes $1,400 checks for many Americans and will pay for more vaccinations and testing. On top of that, it includes billions of dollars for state and local governments to help small businesses. It is expected to pass the House without the support of Republicans who have said it's too bloated. And a reminder, President Biden will be giving his first prime-time address to the nation tomorrow evening. He's expected to discuss the year-long pandemic and his recovery plan. We'll be carrying that live tomorrow night at 5 right here on ABC 10, followed by ABC 10 News. This morning, a group of San Diegans gathering in Chicano Park, holding another vigil for the people killed and injured in that crash in Imperial County last week. The group meeting in San Diego before leading a caravan 125 miles to Hopeville and the site of the crash, where human rights groups from all around Southern California are gathering today.
Is to honor the people that have died, not only in that accident, but the thousands that have died since Operation Gatekeeper began in 1994.
The group behind the San Diego caravan, Gente Unida, says their message today is not one more death. Before leaving today, they called on the Biden administration to follow through with immigration reform. San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria and several advocates for the homeless announcing a major shift in outreach efforts for the homeless today. In a news conference this morning, the mayor launched what he called the Coordinated Street Outreach Program. He talked about what the plan would entail.
It means that our outreach staff will be able to focus in the specific neighborhoods become regular faces in those communities and build trust with the folks that we'd like them to work with.
The mayor also said his new plan would focus on hard-to-reach, unsheltered San Diegans. Changing the way San Diego responds to homelessness was one of the mayor's campaign promises.